North Korea's always been reclusive, stressing self-reliance and championing its own culture. But we're seeing a particularly militant charge against all things South Korean lately, which suggests something else is going on.
It might be difficult to understand standing here on the streets of Seoul.
But Pyongyang seems to be viewing the South's culture as a major threat. According to South Korean intelligence this month, North Korea's banned certain expressions from the South. The word oppa is a widely cited example, a word used by females to refer to someone who is a close older male, and commonly referring affectionately to a boyfriend or husband. Also, banned behaviours apparently include public displays of affection. And it's not hard to believe, with leader Kim Jong-un reportedly describing K-pop as a vicious cancer and warning of a serious change in the ideological and mental state of young people. Just this past Sunday, the country's official Norong Shinmun newspaper called on the young to speak North Korea's own standard language and to follow tradition, warning of cultural penetration that's even more dangerous than enemies who are taking guns. The North's also toughened punishments, 15 years in prison for possessing South Korean content or execution for distribution. So why would anyone there take the risk?
While South Korea has developed at furious pace in recent decades, younger North Koreans have only really experienced poverty.
Think of people in their 20s and 30s who grew up when the North was gripped by a severe famine. To this day, as we've reported on this channel, we continue to see reports of widespread food shortages in the country. Well, there's this term for those younger people, Jangmadang generation, with Jangmadang meaning marketplace. That's because the state conceded way to a black market economy that emerged out of poverty. And with it, North Koreans started illicitly accessing outside products, from mobile phones to South Korean entertainment. Seoul National University's Institute for Peace and Unification Studies showed last year that nearly half of North Korean defectors surveyed admitted they'd often consumed South Korean content when they were still in the North, while less than 1 in 10 claimed to have never done so.
But it's not like elites aren't also intrigued by the outside world.
Even leader Kim enjoys the fruits of capitalism, from high-end foreign cars to lavish personal products like luxury watches. He also had no problem bringing former NBA star Dennis Rodman to the country. And these are just things we've seen with our own eyes, not to mention back in 2018 when North Korea welcomed South Korean acts to perform there, including K-pop icons Red Velvet. But that was a rare concession during an unprecedented period of inter-Korean diplomacy. The atmosphere is very different, with North Korea now facing a renewed economic crisis after closing in further on itself to avoid the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet the Norong Shinmun also called on Monday for continued self-reliance, even if the situation improves and there's more outside cooperation. On the one hand, all this is negative for denuclearization dialogue prospects, but on the other, there may be a cultural revolution simmering.